My name is Eric. I'm a career consultant. I liaise for the College of Engineering, the College of Science, and the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences.
And my name is Clayton Roberts. I'm a career consultant, liaising for the College of Business and Economics, College of Natural Resources, and the College of, let's just say, cows.
First comment was there wasn't many opportunities for those who are in the degree range of anthropology or criminology. Mostly business majors were benefiting from this.
Interesting.
Very, very interesting.
Because I am fairly certain that I escorted an archaeologist to one of the restrooms there. So I know there was a company that actually specialized in archaeological research. I think they were doing it was work involved with tracing down descendants of people who had passed away, so kind of probate real estate stuff.
So
Perfect for someone with an anthropology degree.
within some of those insurance groups.
Yep.
And I believe there was a large population of individuals that wear shields that are very interested in social
Yeah.
function groups, as well as those interested in criminal studies.
The law enforcement departments, you say?
Yes, I believe.
Yes.
And I believe one was a premier sponsor, the Redmond Police Department.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's right. Redmond Police was actually there. They weren't just hiring for police, Police departments have lots of staffing. They hire people with psych degrees, communications degrees, sociology degrees, all of those social sciences where I need to engage my people skills. I need to be able to understand how people react, how people deal with each other. Redmond Police Department, I believe, was actually looking for crisis counselors.
I believe they were, along with King County, which also
King
brought
County
their
was there.
trauma response unit, non-law enforcement personnel
Yes.
to help with social issues within King County.
So if I was looking for a job where I wanted to give back to my community, I wanted to help those in need, I wanted to help those in crisis, I had maybe a psych degree, maybe I really enjoyed my abnormal psych class, I was looking to help people in stress, King County might be a good suggestion.
Absolutely. Or if I was interested in understanding cultural dynamics and its impact on society that revolves around anthropology.
Yes.
Another great
That might be where I
opportunity
could apply those
to
skill
apply the
sets.
skills and knowledge that I've learned in the process of earning my degree.
Clayton, do you think they pay well out there in Seattle?
Well, Seattle, one of the highest, I believe Washington is the third highest paying state in the country.
Oh, you don't say.
I think it would be
it might be a good career
opportunity.
decision. There might be some good career opportunities
I
there.
believe so.
Okay.
Next comment. Try spreading tables out a little more and making the walkway bigger. Also, try to organize by career.
Well, see, I love that second part of the question. This ties into what we were just talking about there. Organizing by career. Well, I don't want all of my communication majors going to the one single marketing company there. Clayton, I saw a lot of businesses at the career fair. Strangely enough, I saw quite a few businesses there. Businesses generally like to advertise, do they not?
I believe so. I believe that's why they spent all that money for those backdrops and posters.
You're right. Who made those for them?
Well, if it was my guess, they probably had somebody that was understanding of marketing and advertisement.
Oh, so maybe Micron hires a comms major to help them put together an advertising campaign?
Oh, well, that would be cheaper than contracting it out to a consulting firm, wouldn't it?
I think you're onto something here. Clearwater Paper, they just started a new advertising campaign. Fiber is future. Fiber is the future. They just started that this year. Of course, they hire engineers primarily, people to make paper products, but somebody had to put together that campaign for them. And I believe quite a few comms majors got interviews during our last career fair with what is ostensibly an engineering company.
Well, especially when that was what written specifically on their little whiteboard was, we're hiring engineers.
Yes.
Unbeknownst to all the students that walked up and just introduced themselves, that there was those hidden jobs behind.
Yes.
That absolutely.
Didn't we have an architectural firm that was looking for electrical engineers?
Oh, we did. And didn't we also have a civil engineering firm that was looking for biologists?
Yeah, yes. If we put all those if we put all those engineering companies together, and you're a biologist and you see, well, there's, IDL, I could go to Department of Lands, and there's Fish and Wildlife. I think that's really all there is here for me. And you zoom past all of those engineering companies, you might miss out on some career opportunities.
Just maybe a few.
And I bet, engineering companies pay really well too.
Oh, absolutely.
I think they make some good money.
I think they make a lot of good money. But then the other problem is if I'm grouping everybody holistically together, you give your spiel to one, the other person's hearing it at the same time. You have nowhere to practice on, especially if I'm very much interested.
What if I get nervous and mess up?
Exactly.
All of a sudden, all of those engineering companies, all of those marketing companies, all of those police departments, they've all seen me mess up.
Yeah.
That might not be good.
That's probably not our best, especially if there's one in particular that I'm trying to target. Well, absolutely, I'm going to start off with the one furthest away so that I can get my spill, get my comfort, get ready for that company that I'm actually applying.
Practice my pitch even. And I certainly wouldn't want to be competing with all the other students for attention and time there, right? Because all the people who attended the career fair, they're my friends, they're my classmates, they're also my competition.
Absolutely.
And if I'm kind of elbowing my way, trying to get some FaceTime with that HR rep or get some FaceTime with that company there, it might be a little bit easier if those companies are spread out all over the career fair.
Well, that helps with the traffic flow, because especially when I have limited floor space that's available, I've got to arrange in such a way that I can keep the students flowing through. If I bottleneck all the same employers in the same area, suddenly, how is that student that wants to get all the way to the end going to get through?
They're not going to be able to. That would be problematic.
That becomes problematic.
Yeah.
Now I'm showing favoritism to one because I'm creating a bottleneck, which is disproportionately affecting students that would like to get to these employers further down.
Yeah. It sounds like it might not be a very good idea if I put everyone together.
Not really.
Could be problematic.
The other is I'm taking away your ability to explore other opportunities.
Yes. And that's really what the career fair is there for. With the career fair, you really can explore opportunities. You can find all sorts of jobs that you would not have thought because you were looking within you're looking for an architectural firm, and I'm an architect. Not realizing that there are plenty of other companies there that will hire architects.
Absolutely. And it's forgetting what is the skill and the knowledge that I'm really getting out of my degree, and where can that translate to other jobs, other career opportunities that may align with an internal passion that I have.
Translatable skills. I think that's what we're hitting on here. Yeah. Everyone has translatable skills, and I don't just have to go work for a biology company if I'm a biologist.
That's right.
More jobs for agricultural students. It's honestly disappointing going to the career fair and only have 3 companies for ag students. It's the biggest waste of time.
Clayton, I really like this question here because I don't really advise, I don't liaise with the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. I love them. I used to work with them very closely, but I have a question for you. We didn't see a lot of employers there, but was there an event that went on before the career fair where we might have seen a lot of agricultural employers? I don't have a lot of knowledge in this area, so I think you do.
There was a little get-together the night before, this little event they refer to as networking night.
Yeah.
Which is a wonderful opportunity put on by the college that brings in local employers. A lot of local employers enjoy coming to that event because they get to interact with the students.
But they didn't come to the career fair.
They didn't come to the career fair because a lot of the local employers necessarily can't afford the proceeds to pay to go to the career fair.
I see.
All of those employers, they're paying to come here to recruit students.
Wait a minute. You're telling me the employers are paying to talk to me?
They are paying to talk to you.
This changes everything, guys. I have to go to the career fair.
But by having those other opportunities, this is less effect on some of those companies that have those regional reach within the area that can now start interacting with the students.
I like that.
Turnout at that networking night, which we have right before each career fair.
So I had multiple chances to interact with employers.
Oh, there were.
But I like the sound of this.
We take a look at, I'm going into agriculture. Well, what aspect within agriculture? Because we also had
Well, I'm
several
kind of weird.
agencies.
Well,
I
maybe I'm
know.
kind of weird, and I'm doing like agricultural economics, kind of looking at that kind of stuff. How many of those companies are really there?
Huh.
How many
Well,
companies can I really talk to?
the other factor is did we look at what else is agriculture? Huh. I believe forestry is agriculture. I'm raising trees on plotted land. Now, granted, my
Interesting.
turnover rate may be 80 years, but I'm also dealing in commodities. Very similar for anything in the agricultural business. It might not be wheat,
Interesting.
but it's timber and it's a constant output product. Where I'm
I
not,
can trade things outside of things that
oh,
grow in the soil.
absolutely.
Huh. I have translatable skills.
Of course,
I like
I can
this.
trade things.
I
That's
like this.
the basis. But aside from that, there were other, even if I look at agencies, people that manage land. Huh, I believe there's some crossover traits that go in here. I would love to have somebody who really understands soil so that I can manage conserved land, or I can do
Ooh, okay.
restoration, or I can improve for timber plots.
So like an environmental consulting company,
Oh,
maybe?
absolutely.
I think some of those engineering companies actually hire environmental consultants
They
and
do.
people who have an understanding of what goes on in the ground that they're building
And
in.
especially anybody who's doing work in conjunction with agricultural industry really benefits from having somebody with an agricultural background because they can talk to their clients and constituents.
Wait a minute, people having similar backgrounds, that's a big plus for
I
employers.
know it sounds it's a shock.
Being able to connect with the
but
customers.
being able to relate to the client.
I've been doing this all wrong.
Yes, you have.
Okay,
We're here to correct you on this one.
Next question. It's not the event's fault. I think there just aren't many architect internship opportunities right
now. That's a tough one. You don't think there's too many architect internship opportunities? I don't have anything for that one.
Well, it's really, if we take a look at what the cycle is normal for internships, usually organizations are trying to fill those internships very early in the fall.
Wait a minute, there's a cycle for jobs?
I know, there is.
It's not just the seasons that change up here.
Oh, no, it's not. Because I have to look at my flow of money. So come end of fall, I have all this excess money. This is where I want to start bringing individuals down to train for the summer.
Okay.
Oh,
so I may have wanted to have gone to the fall career fair.
Fall becomes my top for those internships.
Dang it. Clayton, if I graduated and I feel like, I'm graduating this spring and I'm thinking, well, I missed the fall career fair. I can't go back to it. Can I come back to it as an alumni?
Well, absolutely. As an alum, I can absolutely go back.
I can come back to the UI career fair as an alumni.
Absolutely. Our career fair is open to all UI.
Wow. So I can actually get in on that timeline that you're talking about.
So I can
and get some of those internships.
Myself back to get that internship. Or I can take advantage of the smaller group that is there at the career fair that, we didn't fill all of our internship positions. We may have some opportunities that are open, or that gives me a chance I missed out on an opportunity in the fall. I can re-engage with an employer that may open a door, not necessarily just for an internship.
So what you're saying is that there's still a point to go to the career fair, even if I don't get a job.
Absolutely.
Even just talking to the employers.
Even just talking to the employers.
That's something that's good.
Absolutely.
Talking to, we're going
to have to write that one.
Talking to employers is good, even if they don't have a job right now.
Exactly.
All right. We're gonna ace our career test here.
Maybe they're gonna have a job starting in the fall.
And it'd probably be good if they knew me, right?
Oh, absolutely.
If they, face to a name, they see a resume, and they go, "Hey, I've met this guy."
Well, especially if I talked to them and I was really interested in what they did, and I
had a good conversation,
and even if I followed up with them afterwards, that suddenly I'm showing
I
a
didn't
level
even
of
think about that.
engagement.
Isn't there a word for this?
There is.
There's a word,
We like casting a net.
netting, newicking, networking,
Networking.
networking. Yes. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So I should be networking
Yep.
at the career fair, not just looking for jobs.
Exactly.
Okay. Oof.
But you know, the nice thing about this spring career fair, they may not have anything, but maybe what am I going to do in spring break? And I'm going home. And that firm is right there. This would be a perfect time.
I can
to just go
establish a
knock on
personal
door.
connection with them.
Oh, yeah.
I can talk to companies outside of the career fair.
You can.
Wow.
And you already now kind of have an idea of what they're looking at.
I'm really stepping outside of my
Well, I
lane
know,
here.
this
This
is
is really
crazy.
cool. This is like a sandbox. I can do lots of different things.
Absolutely.
I don't just have to do what they're telling me in class.
No.
All right. I like that.
You get to break some rules, right?
Yeah, I do like that.
There wasn't a large representation of various majors or fields of work. There were an immense amount of engineering firms, architects, and police academies, but I found there to be a lack of communications, journalism, or media positions.
Huh.
Ooh.
You know, Clayton, when I'm kind of walking around or listening to the radio, I think some people still do that, or watching TV, I think some people still do that too. I feel like I see commercials for architect firms and even for like law enforcement. I feel like I hear that on the radio too.
Oh, yeah.
But that's weird because I thought like a law enforcement agency, I thought it's just cops, right?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
all they
that's all
have.
they
It's like
do, right?
100% cops. You know, if there's 100 people working there, they're all cops,
Oh, yeah,
aren't they?
that must be it.
There's no one there who, you know, does any sort of bookkeeping,
Oh, no.
or there's no one there who does any sort of like psychological analysis.
You know, and I don't think they even have anybody that does digital content.
No,
Editing.
no, I've
Oh,
never,
no.
I've never seen a law enforcement ad on Instagram ever. Oh wait,
Well,
I actually have. I get flooded with those things. They're everywhere.
Yeah. How about those
Wait a
alerts and
minute.
those posts?
Yeah, those
Announcements,
safety
public
alerts.
service announcements. Absolutely.
The cops aren't doing those,
Or are they?
or are they?
Almost half of the employers were solely looking for engineers, need more social science opportunities.
You know, it's really interesting because I was talking to an engineering company there. They're becoming a very large regional player. They're doing the Wenatchee Dam project.
Oh, yes.
Big project. And the one thing their rep there said to me, he said, you know, we need engineers. Obviously, we're an engineering company. But I'll tell you what I really need are engineers who know how to talk to people.
What?
Yes.
You mean I don't just hide behind a notepad and piece of paper and design things?
Yes, I know.
Use a calculator all day?
And I thought, wow, so engineers with social skills, he's like, that's like a unicorn. You get me one of those, I got you a job. And I said, wow, okay. Well, what about someone who maybe isn't an engineer, maybe took a couple of engineering classes, maybe has some familiarity because they've worked a little bit of construction. They kind of just understand how materials get moved and things like that, but they're really good at communicating. They're really good at talking to people, and they can kind of translate some of that engineering talk, maybe because they have like a communications degree, and they can kind of really communicate with a customer. And he looked at me and he said, yes, I would hire that person too. Why is this a question? Well, you know, I don't know. I'm just here to learn. I was here to ask.
You're an engineering firm. Why would you hire somebody that wants to talk to people?
Strangely, they said they would hire those kinds of people. They said they would be interested in talking to some of those people, but they don't always get those people coming up to their booth. They get those people just kind of zipping right on by looking for an ad agency or something like that.
So you mean they would actually need somebody to help coordinate projects and programs and assist in the management of projects and programs?
Is there a title for that?
I don't know, but it would be nice if there was somebody that managed
project management.
Oh, project management.
Oh yeah. Project coordination. Yeah, I think that's something. Maybe
somebody that actually knows how to talk to stakeholders, knows how to talk to engineers, designers,
knows how to timeline things, knows how to
create
get people
schedules.
to interact with each other.
If only.
If only.
that position existed.
The next one is a list of specific majors or areas that students said that there wasn't there at the career fair.
Say that first one again.
Ooh.
Wildlife.
IDL and Fish and Game
Washington.
was there.
Yep.
Both of them were there.
were there.
Yeah, Washington. So
Or not
Washington, Idaho.
DNR, but Montana Department of Natural
Montana was
Resources.
there. So
Oh yeah.
that's not true. What else did we have on the list?
For hospitality.
BlackRock was there.
Oh yeah.
BlackRock. I mean, if you don't want to work at a very nice golf resort interacting with high price clientele, okay. Seems like a good paying job to me. So they were definitely there. Who else is on that list?
Cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity. I'm pretty sure Micron is a company that has software. I know they specialize in building the microchips, but they have software. So they also have some proprietary technologies too. I'm willing to bet they need to protect that stuff.
So do I.
They need to protect access to their email servers.
Well, anybody who's got email, like, the Office of Information Technology for the University of Idaho.
OIT, yes. Cybersecurity. You know, because no one ever wants to hack the university, ever.
Fisheries.
Fisheries, well, coming back.
Riverence was there. The largest producer of commercially farmed steelhead in the country.
So the largest fishery was there for fisheries.
Looking for aquaculture technicians.
The largest fishery was looking for
fishery.
Fisheries people.
But not taken away from Fish and Game.
Certainly.
The Nez Perce tribe. The Coeur d'Alene tribe.
Wait a minute.
I know.
The First Nations, they have their own.
I know it's shocking, but they do have their own wildlife programs, including fisheries.
This is cool. I'm finding all sorts of new places to get jobs. I love this. I should go to career fairs more often. What am I doing here?
Yeah.
Question.
Oh, no, we're still doing this. Okay.
Last one. Invite more reputable companies. Make it more clear what companies are interested in internships and for what major. Put similar companies together like all the PDs could be in one area.
Well, I think we talked about grouping and why it's not such a good idea to group them. But invite more reputable companies. I'm curious who there wasn't a reputable company. I feel like we vet all of our companies there.
They have to go through checks, validations, ensuring that they are a legit organization, and they pay to come here.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, virtually every company, the majority of companies that we have there, those are repeat visitors. Those are people who have come back over and over and over again. We've had students find successful careers in, I think, almost every single one of those companies. I would be very hesitant to call any of them disreputable.
Yes, so would I, especially, absolutely. They are repeat. They come back because they're looking for top quality.
Yes.
They find that here.
And
this is why they keep coming back. This is why they pay what they pay, especially some of the premium.
They know they're getting good talent.
They
know
they're
getting top-notch talent here at UI. Yeah. What was the other part of that?
Let's see. Make it more clear what companies are interested in internships and for what major.
Make it more clear what companies are interested. You know, I love this question, Clayton, because this presumes that the companies themselves always know what they're after. You know, I recall last semester when we had Clearwater Paper here. Clearwater Paper was the #1 booth there. It was the first booth that the students were seeing. And Clearwater Paper, they put out paper products, right? They're generally looking for probably like Mechie or something like that, some of those engineering types, maybe some chemical chemists.
In the manufacturing world.
Manufacturing world. And we may have been pushing students their way to practice their sales pitch on them, even if they were psych majors or comms majors or marketing majors. And about halfway through, I think Clearwater came over to our table and said, yeah, we're getting everybody coming to our table here. We're getting all these like comms and marketing people. I mean, they do know we're a paper company, right? And we kind of chuckled and we laughed about that. And after about 5 minutes of conversation, it became very apparent that Clearwater was starting up a brand new marketing campaign, Fiber is the Future, and that they were looking for marketing interns and some actual permanent communication, internal communication, external communication positions. So they were looking for comms. The companies themselves don't always know exactly what they're looking for. Every company, every industry, if you're an accounting company, you don't just hire accountants. If you are a law enforcement department, you don't just hire police officers. Everyone needs an HR department. Everyone needs a marketing department. Everyone needs a finance department. Clearwater, on top of hiring those engineers, they need all of these things. So don't pigeonhole yourself by looking for a company that is exactly what your degree says. Degrees do not equal careers.
That's a very good point.
That's all I got. That's my soapbox.
That's
I will
your soap-
thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I will get off my soapbox now. I will turn off my rant
But
button.
absolutely, yes. But again, it's an understanding that those companies are coming here and those recruiters are being sent here to fill certain quotas. They know
Yeah.
that they can fill from the University of Idaho. Those recruiters don't necessarily know all the positions,
Yeah.
all the opportunities that are available. They simply, I've got a quota I've got to fill, and it's of this flavor.
Yep.
But you never know if you don't talk to people about what other opportunities
Yeah.
might be there. The best is, I've got a social science background or maybe an actual human resources background.
Yeah.
I did not see one employer other than WSU HR and University of Idaho HR advertising for HR. Yet everybody there was human resources
Yep.
looking to hire their replacements.
When you go to that table and you see 3 people, one of them will be the engineer or the law enforcement officer or the whatever. So one of them will be what we call the subject matter expert. Maybe you have 2 of them. That other person there who's standing going, we dig holes or we build bridges, that's the HR person. And yes, they are from an HR department. They hire HR people. Every single table had an HR person. That is a field where you can apply, one, an HR degree, but certainly a sociology degree, certainly a comms degree, certainly a psychology degree. All these other degrees that we typically think, what do I do with it? And people tell me the field is so wide open. It really, in fact, is. Clayton, if I wanted to get more information on where to do some of this career exploration, or if I wanted to talk to somebody about career exploration, where would I go? Who could I talk to? Who could help me?
If only the university had this.
Like a department.
Yeah.
A department for
like
serving careers or something like that. Career services? Yeah, that would be
That would
great.
be a great name.
That would be great. If only they had one. Oh, wait, what's it say on your name badge?
Oh,
hey, career services. Oh, hey, Clayton. I'm Eric. You work at career services?
I do.
So do I. We should talk to each other about
Absolutely.
this.
We need to hook up.
And you should talk to
network.
us too.